Hi, passionate Rangers FC fans. Welcome to Rangers Update, your dedicated source for all things Rangers. Before we dive in, we want to express our gratitude for your unwavering support. If you bleed blue, don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and let's strengthen our community. Now, let's get into the latest updates. A hearty welcome to our new followers. Your backing means the world to us. What P? Let's get to the news. Jack Clarke, the talk of the town across Glasgow, has quietly yet explosively started turning heads at Ibrox. There's been a whisper in the corridors of Scottish football, a low hum that's now swelling into a roar, that this lad isn't just another signing. Clarke, with his trademark pace that seems almost unnatural, has been darting down the flanks, leaving defenders scrambling and the crowd on their feet, hearts thumping. It's that sort of presence that makes you pause mid-breath, wondering how one player can command so much attention with such subtlety. Rumors have been circulating about the training ground sessions where Clarke reportedly outpaces even the senior squad members, his legs a blur, his movement instinctively unpredictable. Fans sitting in the stands or glued to their screens are starting to murmur that he isn't just part of the team. He is becoming the fulcrum around which the Rangers' attack spins. There's a growing consensus, whispered over pints in local pubs and argued over on forums, that Clarke might just be the missing spark the club has been chasing for seasons, the player capable of turning half chances into moments of sheer brilliance. Observers hint at his composure in tight spaces, how he seems to anticipate defenders' reactions almost before they happen, a footballing sixth sense that fuels the sense of inevitability surrounding his presence on the pitch. Every dribble, every darting run seems orchestrated not only to penetrate defenses but to send a message. The era of predictable wing play at Rangers may be over, replaced by something swift, clever, and undeniably lethal. The chatter intensifies when discussing Clarke's synergy with the rest of the Rangers squad. There are those who've suggested, quietly at first, that his combination with the midfield is something that has raised eyebrows even among rival clubs. The rumors suggest he's reading the game in ways that make seasoned commentators pause, noticing how he drifts into pockets of space, seemingly telepathically aligning with passes that aren't even meant for him yet. The whispers around Ibrox are that he isn't merely fast, he's cunningly so. Defenders are often left staring at thin air, wondering if they're tracking the ball or chasing a shadow as Clarke slips through, exploiting gaps that the most meticulous scouting reports would fail to highlight. And then there's his finishing, or at least what insiders hint at during those hushed training talks. While still young, Clarke's composure in front of goal is being described as unnervingly mature, the sort that separates fleeting talent from footballing prodigy. Even the coaching staff reportedly exchange knowing glances, acknowledging that while they've seen talented wingers come and go, few carry such a combination of raw pace, technical skill, and intelligence. The buzz isn't just about his ability to score. It's about the ripple effect he has on the team, how his movement alone can open spaces for others, creating opportunities that weren't even visible before he arrived. The murmurings around Glasgow pubs, online chats, and social media feeds suggest a quiet agreement. Clarke might not just change games. He could be on the verge of changing the entire attacking philosophy at Rangers. Fans have been quick to latch onto every snippet of Clarke in action, dissecting every sprint down the wing, every subtle cut inside, almost as if each movement is a secret message. The rumor mills insist that there are nights when Clarke's brilliance is whispered about, long before it's broadcasted, with insiders claiming his pre-game warm-ups hint at the kind of explosive energy he brings to the pitch. Some of the local journalists, always hungry for a scoop, have started writing cryptic columns, dropping hints about a player whose arrival has injected something intangible into the squad. And what's most fascinating about Clarke's emergence is the sense of inevitability surrounding it. It's not just luck or form. The narratives suggest he's here to stay, that the team's attacking identity may now orbit around his pace and creativity. Stories filter back from training sessions where Clarke reportedly challenges even the veterans, urging them to keep up, forcing the likes of seasoned attackers to recalibrate their timing and positioning. The buzz even stretches to rival supporters who reluctantly admit that there's something different about this lad, something that makes even seasoned defenders uneasy. Across social media, snippets of his runs, quick footwork, and sudden bursts of speed circulate with captions hinting that Clarke's presence could herald a new era at Ibrox, where games might increasingly be decided by the flash of his feet and the intelligence behind every darting move. The rumors suggest that his development trajectory is being closely watched, with scouts and pundits whispering that Clarke's speed isn't just physical, it's mental, a tactical sharpness that blends seamlessly with his natural explosiveness. Even within the coaching circles, Clarke is reportedly a hot topic of discussion, and the rumor is that his adaptability has surprised even the staff. He can shift from the left to the right wing without losing any of his menace, and sources close to the team hint that this versatility is causing headaches for rival coaches. The whispers indicate that he reads the defensive line, sensing gaps and adjusting his movement in real time, something many young players struggle to master. The fans' excitement is palpable. Tales of Clarke's lightning runs are told repeatedly in bars, online forums, and fan groups, each narrative growing more animated than the last. It's almost as if every sprint down the flank and every precise cutback adds another layer to the mythos building around him. And while no official announcement of accolades has been made, the rumor mill hints that Clarke's stock is rising so fast that other clubs are already taking note. The whispers suggesting clandestine meetings and speculative discussions behind closed doors. Meanwhile, inside Ibrox, those who have trained with him share anecdotes of his relentless work ethic, his willingness to push himself beyond the norm, and how this seemingly quiet determination is transforming ordinary sessions into masterclasses of speed, vision, and lethal finishing potential. These murmurs combine to create an atmosphere charged with anticipation, a sense that Clarke is more than a player. He's becoming an idea, a symbol of an evolved, relentless attack for Rangers, one that is both feared and admired. Rumors also point to Clarke's effect off the ball, which insiders suggest is just as impressive as his runs and finishes. He is reportedly a constant nuisance to opposing defenders, closing spaces, pressing intelligently, and creating chaos simply by being where defenders least expect him to be. Analysts whisper that it's this combination of speed and tactical awareness that separates him from mere wingers who rely solely on pace or flair. There are hints that the Rangers' attacking drills have been subtly altered to maximize his impact, with coaches allegedly designing patterns of play around his explosive bursts and uncanny ability to anticipate play development. The chatter is that his contribution might not always show up in goal tallies, but insiders insist that Clarke's presence is changing how matches are played, influencing not just the way his teammates move, but also how opponents strategize defensively. There are even whispers from former players and pundits that Clarke carries the aura of someone destined for greatness, someone who could redefine expectations for attacking wingers at the club. Every feint, every sprint, every intelligent pass carries a whisper of inevitability, a rumor-fueled narrative that he is not just participating in matches but orchestrating moments of unpredictability that leave fans and rivals alike holding their breath. The conversations swirling around Glasgow suggest that he is quietly, almost imperceptibly, reshaping the identity of the Rangers' forward line, one electric run at a time. Some sources even hint at off-field confidence that Clarke is gaining within the squad, a quiet assurance that comes not from words but from performance. Rumors claim he has already earned the trust of senior players who allegedly treat his movements as signals rather than surprises, adapting their own positioning to maximize his speed and intelligence. Fans report that even during casual interactions, there is a visible swagger, a growing sense of self-belief that feeds directly into his game. Observers whisper about training matches where Clarke reportedly dismantles opposition with a mix of cunning, pace, and precision, leaving defenders frustrated and spectators enthralled. There's speculation, too, about how other clubs might be monitoring these developments, quietly noting that this young talent could soon become a player whose influence is felt far beyond the Scottish Premiership. The murmurings grow louder when discussing his potential longevity. Insiders suggest Clarke has the physique and mentality to maintain this explosive style for years, and if these rumors hold any weight, Rangers could have unearthed not just a short-term spark, but a long-term weapon. The narrative floating around the fan base is that Clarke's emergence might mark a turning point, a shift towards a more daring, direct, and relentless attacking philosophy that keeps opposition teams constantly on edge, unsure of when and how his speed will strike next. This rumor, fueled by a combination of observed brilliance and whispered tales, is turning Jack Clarke from a promising signing into a symbol of excitement, fear, and anticipation at Ibrox. The whispers surrounding Jack Clarke do not stop at his speed or finishing. The rumor mill insists that his influence on team morale is equally significant. Sources close to Ibrox suggest that his presence injects a certain electricity into the squad, a quiet confidence that spreads like wildfire. Teammates reportedly watch his movements with a mix of admiration and anticipation, adjusting their own runs and positions to complement his unpredictability. The murmurs hint at training sessions where even seasoned internationals are said to pause and marvel at the precision of his timing, the intelligence in his choice of space, and the audacity with which he challenges defenders. Social media posts, often cryptic but heavily interpreted by fans, feed the speculation, suggesting that Clarke's impact is not just tactical but psychological, both for his own team and for the opposition. Commentators and pundits, albeit carefully, have begun dropping hints that his presence could herald a new style of play at Rangers, one built around rapid transitions, high pressing, and a constant threat of counterattacks led by his explosive runs. Whispered stories tell of matches where Clarke's mere positioning seems to pull defenders out of shape before the ball even reaches him, creating spaces for others to exploit and sparking murmurs of awe among the fans who can sense that something transformative is occurring right before their eyes. This is not merely about goals or assists. It's about an intangible shift, the sort of buzz that keeps supporters on the edge of their seats, waiting to see what Clarke will conjure next. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial For Rangers FC fans, rumors surrounding Clarke's adaptability suggest that he thrives under pressure, a trait insiders describe as remarkable for a player so young. Sources close to the coaching staff hint that he is able to adjust mid-game, reading the tempo and flow in ways that allow him to exploit weaknesses that might not even be apparent to the opposition. Observers whisper about a level of football intelligence that separates him from many wingers in the league, a combination of speed, anticipation, and instinctive positioning that creates havoc for defenders. The murmur is that his ability to switch roles fluidly, dropping deep, drifting wide, or cutting inside, makes him almost impossible to predict. And this unpredictability is becoming a defining feature of Rangers' attack. Inside sources suggest that this versatility has already forced rival coaches to rethink their defensive strategies, with teams allegedly dedicating more time to tracking Clarke than to other threats on the pitch. Fans speculate endlessly about his potential, often arguing that this is the sort of talent that could dominate in bigger leagues, yet remains for now in Glasgow, thrilling supporters with every darting run. Even rumors of private one-on-one drills are making the rounds, suggesting that Clarke's work ethic and focus on honing his craft are unparalleled, reinforcing the narrative that his rise is no accident, but a product of relentless ambition and natural talent. The hushed tones of these stories, passed from fan to fan, give the impression that Clarke is not just a player to watch, he is a phenomenon slowly revealing the scale of his abilities. Insiders hint that Clarke's emerging reputation has created an undercurrent of excitement and speculation off the pitch as well. Sources suggest that even casual conversations among supporters are now dominated by mentions of his latest runs, touches, and flashes of brilliance. Pubs and cafes around Glasgow reportedly buzz with animated discussions, with fans dissecting every highlight clip and training snippet as though they were gospel. Rumors claim that his presence is reshaping expectations, forcing journalists, commentators, and fans to rethink the possibilities for Rangers' attack. Even rivals are reportedly whispering about him, acknowledging, albeit reluctantly, that his pace and cleverness could be a nightmare to contend with if left unchecked. The murmur is that Clarke carries a sort of quiet aura, an ability to inspire confidence in his teammates while simultaneously sowing doubt in opposition minds. Stories circulating from insiders hint at the way defenders freeze for a split second the moment he receives the ball, a hesitation that Clarke exploits ruthlessly, transforming it into opportunities or direct threats on goal. This off-field speculation amplifies the sense of momentum around him, creating a narrative that he is not just improving the team on paper, but altering the very perception of Rangers' attacking potential. Fans, journalists, and rivals alike seem united in one whispered agreement. Jack Clarke is not merely fast or talented, he is a disruptor capable of turning ordinary matches into spectacles of unpredictability and tension. Greetings, fans. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated by Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments section below. Until the next video, stay tuned.